So, everybody out there in YouTube land, what do you want to talk about? Oh man, hey, once again, man, welcome back. It's your boy L Dog back in the building, man. Larry Reactions, man. Y'all already know what we here to talk about, bro. WWE Summerslam. Now, once again, pay per view didn't disappoint. One match, it's always one. It's always one that just fucks the vibe up over everything. But all in all, I get this pay per view. Well, just because of that match, I get this pay per view 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. It was a good show, especially at the end. It was a good show though. But I ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. We gonna get right into it, bro. All right, so they opened the show up with Logan Paul and Ricochet. Now, I knew there was gonna be some crazy acrobatics in this match. And like I said before, a lot of people hate on Logan Paul, but Logan Paul shows up and shows the fuck out. It's crazy how good he is in the ring for this little bit of time that he's had this experience in WWE. It is. It is. It was, man, they pulled some shit. It was a lot of great spots. It was. For this to be the opening match, I felt like that match, whoever came after it was gonna be a hard match to follow. It was gonna be a hard match to follow. Because Logan Paul and Ricochet, they was gonna leave it all out there. And they did, and they did. But the way they ended it, they gonna continue this rivalry. This rivalry is it's not over with. It's not over with. Basically, what ended up happening, one of Logan Paul homeboys, part of his entourage, or whatever, slipped him some brass knucks. The ref had his back turned. Ricochet came to, he turned around, bam, folded Ricochet like that. It was over. 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul got the win. I kind of figured this might happen because Logan Paul's been losing the past few matches that he's had. I remember he won when he went against Miz. That was after WrestleMania. And then he technically won at WrestleMania when he tagged at that WrestleMania when he tagged with Miz, and Miz turned on him. They won then. So I mean, he paying his dues. I mean, it is what it is. He paying his dues. But solid match. Solid match. I have no gripes about this match. This match was solid. Moving right along. Let's see the next match. Yeah, the next match. Okay, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Okay, Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes. I'm talking about, and as much shit as I talk about Brock Lesnar, I'm pretty sure I've exercised my dislike for Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, he's Vince's go-to guy, and he basically gets away with whatever he wants, in my opinion. But like I said, lately he has been getting better, I guess, tolerable. But I'm gonna say this about Brock Lesnar. I actually got respect. I always had respect for the craft, for the wrestling, but I got respect for Brock Lesnar after what he did last night. He beat the shit out of Cody. But Cody pulled off the win, and he gave Cody the nod. He picked Cody up and raised Cody's hand up and kind of nudged him a little bit. I thought something was going to go on, but hey, that was Brock Lesnar giving Cody the nod, like, hey, this is the guy. This guy is legit, and that's what I like to see. Because even Triple H said it. Triple H said this is some shit that Brock Lesnar don't do. So that was a moment. That was a moment. That was real shit. Cause Cody deserved it. Cody been putting in work, man. I mean, I know we was thinking he was gonna win the big one at WrestleMania, but you know, when you think about it, it was too neat. You know, when he won the Royal Rumble, he came out. He was like the last entry, and man, think about that. It would have been great, but it wouldn't the authenticity. It wouldn't have felt, you know, real authentic if they just it was just too neat. It was too neat. It was like it was perfect. So for him to go through these trials and Triple H, especially with somebody like Brock Lesnar beating the shit out of him, and Cody taking these bumps, I'm with it. But I'm guessing that was the last chapter. It had to be the last chapter in their battle and their war that they've been having going on, because Brock Lesnar gave him the nod, and I can appreciate that shit. I really appreciate that shit. Brock Lesnar he got my respect for that one, straight up. But moving right along. What was the next match? Next match. Yes, this was the. And if I'm all over the place, y'all let me know. But this match here was, people were actually yelling out boring in the crowd. Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey. Now, the MMA rules match. Now, they got to going, and you know, it was just like crickets until somebody started yelling out boring or whatever like that, and it was just, they had to just pick it up. At one point, it looked like Shayna had got hurt, and you know, they sent some, you know, more officials out there, whatever like that. Ronda talking about, nah, Ronda started beating up the officials and shit and talking shit to Shayna. Shayna spit a mouth guard out and threw it at Ronda, and they just said, fuck it. They just started fighting. And, you know, it picked up a little bit, but man, it was just dragging. I was ready for it to be over until they like hit a few moves, and then, you know, I think it was Shayna? I believe Shayna got the, was it Ronda? I cannot remember. Anyway, it was, and that lets you know right there, it was forgettable. It was forgettable. Somebody got the submission. I forgot who it was. It was by submission though. But it was just one of the matches. It was like, you know, don't ever do this again. I'm just saying. All right, moving right along. Drew McIntyre versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. My God. Beat the fuck out of each other. I'm talking about, man, both of their chests was like hamburger meat. Raw. Fucking raw, dog. I mean, man, they beat the hell out of each other. Man. Drew McIntyre landed a Claymore. Man, Gunther hit the power bomb, bro. I mean, the chops. You knew it was gonna be. You know it was gonna be a chop fest. They start chopping each other in the chest, man. I mean, like rapid fire, non-stop, man. I'm talking about, you can see the fucking handprints in Drew chest. The shit Man, I'll tell you one thing. If somebody would have pulled out some rubbing alcohol, the whole face of that match would have changed. And both of them would have quit. For real. Man, they chest was raw. Like hamburger meat. Man, but hey, this match I was kind of like, okay, I think Drew really has a shot at winning this, but then when when the announcers they started talking about stats. Oh well, Gunther's only 30 something days away from beating a honky tonk man's record. I was like Gunther winning, he retaining, he keeping the belt, he keeping the belt, and that's what happened. That's what happened. He he did like a chop clothesline powerbomb combo, and man, hey, Drew McIntyre got beat. Gunther is still an Intercontinental champion. And the thing that I like about Gunther, that I love about Gunther, is it's just smash mouth wrestling. He doesn't need the other members of Imperium to help him. He just go in there and beat ass. That's it. And he gonna make your chest raw like hamburger meat. I mean, straight up, it's smash mouth, straight to the point wrestling. That's what it is, and I can appreciate that, man. Shout out to Gunther, and man, every match he has is a classic. It don't matter. It could be the worst wrestler. He puts on a show. He is a showman, and it is what it is, and that's what it's about. Moving right along. Okay, and so the next match we had, I believe it was the SummerSlam Battle Royal, and I believe whoever won is the number one contender, either for the World Heavyweight or the Undisputed. It's one of them. I can't remember, but a lot of people in the match. But ultimately, like Triple H said, good things come to those who wait. L.A. Knight. Yeah. Hey, so shout out to L.A. Knight, man. I can't wait to see which title he end up going for. I'm guessing either way, his mic skills, it don't matter which title he go for. I would. It don't matter if he went after, if he go after the World Heavyweight or the Undisputed. It's gonna be a hell of a show. It's gonna be a hell of a rivalry. Because his mic skills are great. And he got the crowd eating out the palm of his hand. So I mean, you can't lose. You just can't lose. The story gonna be off the chain. Whichever way it go. But next match, Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. This match was arguably one of the matches of the night. It was really good. Finn brought it. But so did Seth Rollins, as usual. And I mean, of course, and the shenanigans start happening. Judgment Day gets involved. So Damian Priest comes out there with the briefcase. He tells Finn, hey, I got this. Don't you worry about it. I got you. So he slides the briefcase into the ring towards Finn. Damian goes to the opposite side of the ring to distract the ref. Finn crawling back over there to the briefcase because he finna hit Seth with it. Soon as he went to pick up the briefcase, curb stomp on the briefcase. 1, 2, 3. Wow. What a finish. The look in Damian Priest's face, priceless. Fucking priceless. Man. The whole Judgment Day, the look on their faces, it was priceless, bro. It was priceless. And still, your World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Hey, he a constant, man. He in the clutch, Seth Rollins is that guy. Okay, next match. The triple threat match for the undisputed women's title. Asuka being the champion versus Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. I knew this match was going to be great. And it was. This match did not disappoint. This match was hitting on everything. It had the drama, it had the suspense, it had everything. But now at one point there was a spot where Bianca got launched over the top rope. When she came down, you heard the steel steps. She she slammed the fuck out of her knee falling out that ring. And man, they sent the officials out there and shit. I was like, oh, she really hurt. Because it was genuine tears coming out of her. She was in pain. And I was like, now I wonder, is this because I was like, no, she hurt. It's just, but then all of a sudden, Bianca came limping back out. I was like, oh shit, she having a Mick Foley moment. She got on the top rope. She was limping, and she did a 450 splash on Charlotte while Charlotte was in the middle of doing the figure 8 submission. I was like, damn. And then she fucked around and she won the match. She had Asuka and Charlotte pinned at the same time. It was weird because it almost was like a submission. She had Asuka in like a submission, and then she hooked Charlotte, and she got the fucking win. She got the win. That shit was amazing. Shout out to the EST. Cause she is that. Man, hey. Can't take nothing away from Bianca Belair. She is a bona fide star. Probably one of the best on the women's roster in the locker room. Facts. Straight up. And now, the main event. Tribal combat. Family versus family. The tribal chief, head of the table. WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus main event Jey Uso. Now, so much story, so much drama. Everybody's invested into the bloodline. Everybody's invested into this fucking storyline. And that's why it's so good. That's what makes it work. And it's still going. The storyline's been going on for 3 years. And it's still running. Think about it. It's still going. So, and I had already made my pick. I said, Jay gonna put on a hell of a match. And he's gonna put on a hell of a show. He's gonna give a hell of an effort. He's gonna leave everything out there in the ring. But ultimately, he's not going to pull it off. There's too many factors. Solo, Paul Heyman. And there was one other factor which cost Jey Uso the match. And let me tell you something. This man, right now, next to Dom, he might be, he could possibly be, exceed Dom's heat. It's probably going to be the most hated man in WWE. This guy in the hoodie, just as they usually do, come in there and screw Jay over. Of course, Solo got involved, but there was a spot where Jay hit Roman with the spear and went to the top rope and did the splash. And right when the ref was about to hit the 3 count, Jay gets pulled out and get the shit beat out of him. And then when the guy pulls the hoodie off, who is it? It's Jimmy fucking Uso. Are you serious? Are you serious? They need an Oscar for this shit. All of them. Because when I tell you I was losing my shit, I was like, okay, so it's crazy because Brock Lesnar just got my utmost respect for doing what he done. But now Jimmy Uso is number one on my fucking shit list. He is. You sack of shit. I was like, I told my brother, I said, look, somewhere in the crowd, Dominic Toretto's out there in the crowd is like, you don't turn your back on family. That's some bullshit. So, and I thought about this. I swear I thought about this months ago. I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if after all this time, Jimmy turned on Jay? But that don't necessarily mean that he gonna fall in line with the bloodline. Jimmy might got his own, his own alternative of what he trying to do. I don't know. But definitely know it's gonna be a match. It's gonna be a match. You best believe that shit. It's gonna be a match. And Payback is the next pay-per-view. It's perfect. It's perfect. I can't wait to find out what's gonna happen on SmackDown. I cannot wait. But man, look. Look, man. SummerSlam. Great show. Roman Reigns retains, and Roman Reigns is still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Constant. It is what it is. But look, man, I done held y'all long enough, man. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all thought about the pay-per-view and what y'all think gonna happen going forward with the Bloodline storyline. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.